Start music.
I have a dream of what I wanna be. I wanna be free. That's what my heart keeps telling me. Give me your hand.
We'll find a way.
There's people out there
that feel the same.
if we help each other, I just know we can succeed. We are one, but we are different. We from all around the world. We share the same sun, we share the same oceans. We are every boy and girl. Come together and share our dreams. We'll be amongst the stars, and we know that it's destiny. And we are unity. We are unity.
I do believe, oh, I believe in destiny. It's up to me to make it into reality.
Give me your hand.
We'll find a way
People out there,
that feel the same.
if we help each other,
I just know we can succeed.
we are one, but we are different. We from all around the world. We share the same sun, we share the same oceans. We are every boy and girl. Come together and share our dreams. We be amongst the stars, and we know that it's destiny. That we are unity. No matter where you're from or who you are, if we can find common place to be, that we are friends. We are one, but we are different. We from all around the world. We share the same sun, we share the same oceans. Oh. We are one, but we are different. We're from all around the world. We share the same sun, we share the same oceans. We are every boy and girl. Come together and share our dreams. We be amongst the stars, and we know that it's destiny. That we are unity. We are unity.
Good morning, Unity of Payson. Nice to see you. Those of you who are here and those who are joining us virtually from where you are, we are one with you as well. Would you just join me for a moment of quiet as we open in prayer? God of all goodness, we have an endless list of things to be grateful for. So we open our heart to the spilling back into the universe of the gratitude that is there. So this morning, as we talk about the need for us to intend to stay the course, to pursue our spiritual journey and our community together against all odds. We are grateful for our diversity. We are grateful that each one of us is an equal part of the oneness that we are. We are grateful for each unique person who has joined us at this time or is listening at a later time on recording. We are unity, we are one, and we are grateful. And so it is. Amen. So let's go now to our opening song, and our opening song for today is Room at the Table for Everyone, kind of consistent with what we've been listening to and thinking about and praying over to start with. Go ahead, Earl.
Let our hearts not be hardened to those living on the margins. There is room at the table for everyone. This is where it all begins. This is how we gather in. There is room at the table for everyone. Too long we have wandered, burdened and undone, but there is room at the table for everyone. Let us sing the new word in. This is how it all begins. There is room at the table for everyone. There is room for us all, and no gift is too small. There is room at the table for everyone. There's enough if we share. Come on, pull up a chair. There is room at the table for everyone. No matter who you are, no matter where you're from, there is room at the table for everyone. Here and now we can be the beloved community. There is room at the table for everyone. There is room for us all, and no gift is too small. There is room at the table for everyone. There's enough if we share. Come on, pull up a chair. There is room at the table for everyone. Room for us all, and no gift is too small. There is room at the table for everyone. There's enough if we share. Come on, pull up a chair. There is room at the table for everyone. Let our hearts not be hardened to the living on the margins. There is room at the table for everyone. This is how we gather in for everyone.
Room at the table for everyone. I hope that message spreads around the world. I do believe that consciousness is rising. especially when you don't watch the news. So I want to welcome everybody here in person and everybody online. My name's Betty, and most of you already kind of know that. We're glad that you're with us. And Reverend Neal would like to greet those online.
So, Earl, if you can give us a gallery view. And if I can see, didn't bring my glasses with me, but
Donna, Claudia,
Donna, Claudia is here online. Hey, Claudia.
Bobby and John,
Bobby and John. Donna, of course, Donna's serving as our virtual host today.
Frosty,
And Frosty and Marianne, and there we go. So thank you all for being here online. I am grateful to you, know you all, and appreciate you much. And so I'm glad you're with us today. Thank you.
And in case you haven't gotten Terry's Monday e-newsletter, be sure to go to unityofpayson.org and sign up for that so you can keep tabs on everything that's going on around here. And so, together, let's say our welcome blessing together. We appreciate you, we welcome you, and we bless the Christ that you are. Yes, we do. And gratitudes. Well, I'll start off. Neal, can you find our... Oh, are we all ready to go here? Okay. Well, I just wanted to say a big gratitude to Ram for the celebration that he had down at his place, down at Shanti Olmsted. I don't know, maybe 35-ish people. And great food, and Teresa did Tai Chi, and we had some drumming, and oh my gosh, he's got a greenhouse down there that is truly, like Neal said, a forest of tomatoes. It was huge. I've never seen so many tomato plants in a home. Well, his isn't exactly a home garden, not commercial garden. Anyway, gratitude for that. It was a lovely time. So, any other gratitudes? Lynn?
I see Lynn has one. Lynn, I'm going to hand you the mic.
I also wanted to express my gratitude for the community yesterday of all the different people who came together to celebrate and honor the solstice, and Ram for being such a wonderful host, and his grandson.
Yeah.
So helpful, and just jumped right in, came to the car, carried something to the house for me, and was just involved the whole time, which was really wonderful to see.
Yeah, Ram's grandson, his name's Connor, and he's a real sweetheart. Anybody else?
Now for
anybody,
something completely different.
Anybody?
Frosty says she's grateful for Unity of Payson. Yay, yay, yay.
Yeah, that was loud.
Thank you, Frosty. And now for something else completely different. I am so grateful, not being particularly mechanically inclined, that I was able to change a battery on my motorcycle so that I can ride it today. I'm grateful.
Yeah, we have to be sure that we are grateful for sometimes the little things in life also. So, and on to Unity is grounded in prayer and meditation, and we have trained prayer chaplains to pray with you this morning here in person. I'm it, but we have a whole team. And if you have a prayer need, you can always, during the week, send it to on the slide, neal.unityofpayson@gmail.com. And if you want one of us to contact you, be sure to put a phone number or email address on there. We hold them sacred, confidential. We pray over them for 30 days. And then they're sent on to Silent Unity for another 30 days. And this last month, Sue Lullo wrote a really lovely short prayer for generally peace in the world that I wanted to read. And thank you, Sue, for this. And I'm thinking of getting some little pieces of paper, little cards printed up with this, because I think a number of people would benefit from having this in view where they can repeat it often, just to keep it in our consciousness. As we step forward in this difficult time in history for this country, we are led by love and filled with courage. We see a future where all beings are valued, people's needs are met, and peace is possible. We choose leaders who lead with love and act with compassion. Conflict is solved with creativity and consideration for all. Differences are celebrated and all opinions valued. Learning, growing, and creating is empowered. Kind and compassionate acts are viewed as the success of a person. We see the light of love and awakening spreading throughout our communities, our country, and the world. And I thought that was really lovely, and so I'm going to see if we can get some little handouts printed up on that. Okay, so we move on to our theme for the month, which is courageous. And let's say can you move the little bar down at the bottom? Yeah. That's good. Okay, and together, divine strength paves my
Paves
way.
my way.
I boldly do what is mine to do. And Donna, your mic is open right now. Okay. And today's speaker, of course, is our own Reverend Neal, and his talk title is Fearless to the Finish, the Courage to See It Through. And I sometimes could use that message. I sometimes start projects. I have several projects around the house. It's like, let's just finish a few projects here in the next couple of weeks. So thank you for the reminder to do that. And as we prepare for meditation, our meditation song is Age of Worry.
time for us now to just spend some time in the silence. So let your body be comfortable. Loose your mind of the thoughts that would carry it away. Choose your emotion in this moment, this holy moment. And as we sit in the quiet, let it flash briefly before our eyes, our inner eyes, all that would worry us, all that we would fear. Acknowledge it, and then let it drift on out of your view. For in this moment, this very present moment, there is nothing to worry about. In this moment, we know that we are children of a divine source, connected ever with that source and with each other. And so we look inward, where our true self is. And we know that there is nothing to fear from any circumstance that we come in our life. We know that there is nothing to fear about our competence or our ability. Nothing to fear about our powerlessness or our power. And so as we sit in the silence, we bask in the exalted state of being spiritual beings here with purpose. With the absolute substance of the universe, love, as the source from which all blessings flow into our lives and out into the world. Let's take a few minutes to take this in as it applies to you as we sit in the silence. And having had a glimpse of who we truly are, what is truly possible, we are grateful. And we bring our awareness back to this time, in the place where you are. With a new resolve to live the life that we're meant to live. And we are grateful. Bring your awareness back to the present. Open your eyes. Maybe wiggle your fingers, your toes, to know that you're physically here. And so it is. Excuse me, I thought I'd do better if I bring my notes. I start today with the idea of being a knight. Most of us think of a knight maybe as a knight in shining armor that rescues us from some problematic situation, or maybe a knight on a chessboard. It kind of looks like a horse. But there's more to it than that. There's quite a lot of history with knights. Probably began as we know it in our Western world in ancient Greek and ancient Roman times. Knights were primarily warriors, and warriors on horseback. They were the cavalry. They were dashing, but also chivalrous, kind, compassionate. They gave their service to the world around them, their community, and their monarch. The same is true, carried on into British tradition as we jump centuries here. And the idea of those knights, ones that you might have thought of in terms of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, became ordinary people who accomplished extraordinary things. So knighthood was established, and the title to go with it, Sir and the name, or for women, Dame and the name. That particular honor. These people perhaps were a little more successful than other people. These people were ones who had made significant contributions to the monarch and to society. Now, here's a little question. I want to see if you've got an answer on this. There are three initials, and I wonder if anybody can tell me what they are. O-B-E. Donna, let me know if somebody online gets that. O-B-E.
Order of the British Empire.
Okay, who got that? You, Donna?
Claudia did.
Claudia. All right, Claudia. We bless you. Order of the British Empire. And so the monarch conferred the title of Sir or Dame on the person who was so honored. I want to talk about one knighted person. By the way, these were all British citizens or part of the Commonwealth. Us Americans didn't get in on that. This particular knighted person, as a boy, very young boy, loved his grandmother's piano. He just got on that piano. By the way, you can tell me who it is whenever you know who it is. And he would play away. At one point, he was so capable that a 4-page classical piece he heard one time and played it exactly afterwards from memory. He was just extraordinarily skilled, but that was what drew him. That was what called him that music. And so eventually he went to the Royal Academy of Music. Studied all the classics, got through with that study and went out and formed a blues band. Something a little bit different. And so this was early in his career, and he worked at it and became more and more successful. He was kind of flashy and flamboyant. So he had extravagant costumes. What was it? No. Extravagant. Sir Elton John. Okay, we've got it now. We zeroed in on it. Now it's interesting, though, as talented as he was, had a few difficulties with life. One, he didn't like the strict upbringing that his parents had provided him with, and so he rebelled at that. Not necessarily to great acclaim. He got into drugs and alcohol, became very seriously addicted, and went on a long journey to emerge from that state. His sexuality was different than people expected him to be. At some points it was said he was bisexual. Eventually he had a civil partnership with a man who later became his husband, and he married. A lot of things society didn't like about him. A lot of things his community didn't like about him. A lot of things his monarch, Queen Elizabeth, didn't like about him. For one thing, he was an atheist. And he even once proclaimed that Jesus must have been a gay man. Didn't go over especially well at that point in history. But he persisted, at one point striking out a partnership with Bernie Taupin, and many, many, many songs were written, of which you would be familiar with many of them. He had a severe eating disorder. He had problems galore. But he persisted. He kept on the course of what drew him, that calling he had to produce music and entertainment. And it turned into a compassionate endeavor for him as he began to create charitable organizations. One in particular to address the challenge of AIDS and others. And he became known for his charitable contributions, his philanthropy. And so in 1998, Queen Elizabeth, who hadn't been very excited about him earlier, recognized his persistence and his following his calling, both in terms of producing music and in terms of the charity he did. And so she knighted him, and he became Sir Elton John. Fearless to the finish, the courage to see it all through. That's what we're going to talk about today. There's a beautiful scripture in the Christian scriptures in 2 Timothy. And I think that it expresses what I want to share with you today. It goes like this. I have fought the good fight. I have finished the course. I have kept the faith. And so I would say there's a good bit of spiritual counsel here, and that key spiritual counsel is fight the good fight, finish the course, and keep the faith. And let's develop that a little bit more. So in that phrase, I have fought the good fight, well, what is the good fight? That's probably not found in some of the troublesome spots in the world that are at war. That's probably not the good fight, because we're talking from a spiritual perspective. I believe that the good fight is an ongoing effort to align one's thoughts and actions with truth. And this is true for each one of us. It's the process of overcoming limiting beliefs and negative thought patterns, which I would call fears. Sorry, my phone is talking to me, and I'm going to make sure it's quiet. So fears. Overcoming those fears. What does that mean for us? Well, I'm going to make it simple. There's books to be written about this and have been written. I want to talk about overcoming fear with love. Just simple. If you have studied the Course in Miracles and read a book called Love is Letting Go of Fear, we know that love is that quality that all of us have that allow us to overcome fears. Now, the acronym for fear that's often used is false evidence appearing real. That we see outside of ourselves that looks very, very real, but which spiritual teaching would tell us that may not be what's really real. Course in Miracles would talk about it in terms of being an errant perspective or being an illusion. We are afraid of the world around us and everything that's happening both in our community and the globe. We are afraid ourselves of how others view us on a very personal level. We're really afraid that we just haven't measured up in their eyes, and we want their approval so badly. Or we're afraid when we have a calling, maybe similar to that calling that Sir Elton John had, to produce music, to be charitable. We're afraid of the risks that we might have to take to pursue that. Or maybe even we're afraid of our greatness. Remember that quote from Marianne Williamson, and I'll just give you a little bit of it. Here's what she says: as we let our light shine, that's going beyond the fear, overcoming fear. As we let our light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our fear, our presence automatically liberates others. That's the fear part of it. Now let's go to the love part of it. I've chosen an acronym for love that, for me, expresses how I feel love may be expressed into this world through me. Lifting others, valuing everyone. Lifting others, valuing everyone. Love is what we are. We have often said that the love is the substance of the universe. Even Einstein tells us that there's a substance, and that substance may be equated with love. Love is what we are to start with. Love is also how we live. And you don't need lessons in how to love. You have it within you. You know what that is. You know when you're living in love. And love is also how we appear to the world around us. If you're living in love, if you're being love, others will know it. They will see that example. Love, overcoming fear. When we say, fight the good fight, that's what we're talking about primarily, from a spiritual perspective. The counsel, fight the good fight. And then there's, I have finished the course. My calling, what is it? My purpose. How do I know that? My dharma, how do I practice that? Well, I'm going to suggest very simply that you begin by contemplating your purpose, contemplating your calling, and speaking it out. Only recently did I, for the very first time, write out, put on my wall, and review daily my purpose, my definite chief aim, as I have come to like to talk about it. So speaking that out, knowing for me what that definite chief aim is, what that purpose is, that is finishing the course. Dharma, we don't know about that as much, some of us. But I would take that important concept that's true in Buddhism and Sikhism and Jainism and Hinduism, those Eastern spirituality, institutions, well, not so much institutions as ways of living. Your Dharma is your inner compass being aligned with truth, you being in harmony with your oneness. So if you would finish the course, after you've contemplated your calling and spoken it out, practice it. Live with your inner compass aligning with truth, in harmony with oneness. When you do, you will manifest that intention. You will achieve the aims that you have, the goals that you have, not in one lump sum maybe, but you will have incremental goals. You will go step by step. You will do your best today and let go of the rest today. You will persist. You will finish the course. Of course, that phrase, finish the course, brings to mind a race. And it brings to my mind a race that I ran when I was about 30. I determined that I wanted to run a marathon. Now, I'm not particularly built to be a marathon runner, but I wanted to do that. I was in the restaurant business at the time, and I would finish my restaurant work at about 11 o'clock at night, and I began to practice, starting out with a mile or two, and then going to 3, and maybe eventually 5 and 6. And at 11 at night, I would run in a nearby cemetery. There was no traffic there. Interesting running in a cemetery at night, but that's another story. And so I took that practice, that aligning myself with my goal, and I extended it, and I extended it, and eventually I reached 18 miles and was able to run 18 miles. But a marathon is 26 miles. And I did enter the Chicago Marathon with the goal of finishing. And some of the things that I had heard about marathons, I found out to be true. Yes, I had run 18 miles, but when I added just a couple more to that, anybody ever heard the term hitting the wall? It's very real. Your body does not want to move anymore. Your legs are just, it's almost like they're glued together, yet you persist. So you go beyond what you think you can do. You go on beyond, it feels like, the ability that you have or the capacity you have to do something because you want to finish the course. The same is true. I did finish. Wasn't a great time, but I finished. It was a little bit of walking, but I finished. So the counsel that we would have, whatever step you take, remember this began with a little bit and then a little bit more and a little bit more, and this is the same true as for your spiritual journey. You go step by step. But the goal is to finish the course. Maybe to finish the step first, and then go on to the next step. When we talk about, we have our affirmation. We do what is ours to boldly we do it as ours to do. So what is the next step? What is the process? And where are you at in the process? And as you finish the steps, you move toward the finishing of the course. And finally, that third part of that New Testament scripture, I have kept the faith. We talked about aligning with truth. When we align with truth, it's not because truth out there is something that is so different from us that we have to learn it and conquer it, but because that truth is also within us. And we align with the truth as we hear it and when we see it, because it's there within us. We talk about the Christ within. We talk about the truth that just is part of our very being, our very nature. So we focus on it. We resonate with it. When that truth comes up from within and we spot it somewhere in a reading or a video or a simple statement by someone, we know that we have seen and known the truth. And then we don't settle only for that seeing and knowing, but actually taking the pains and the patience to adhere to the truth. Now it's funny because truth, you would think, would be something that you could grab a hold of and be absolutely certain about it. But there's a bit of mystery in truth. And so you may not understand all of it. You may not see the big picture. But truth is there. So you stay aligned with that truth. You adhere to the truth as you know it. And then you trust. You trust in divine order. Being a, by nature, divine yourself. Remember, we're fully human and fully divine. You trust that divine order, even in the face of suffering, loss, uncertainty. You acknowledge, as we did in our meditation, the circumstances of your life. And then you open your heart and mind to perfect, to know the perfection that is, even the circumstances that are unwanted for you. And you trust the process. Not judging it too harshly or too quickly. We trust the process of divine order. You remember that the Christ within you is eternal. That spiritual part of you is eternal, unshakable. So we say that counsel again. Keep the faith. Keep going within. That's a daily practice. See this big a picture as you can. Put your hand to the plow. Oh, there's a couple of conflicting, just a little side thing, a couple of conflicting scriptures that just doesn't seem how they go together. There's one that says, whatsoever your hand findeth to do it with all your might. Well, it's not that willy-nilly. And I don't think it actually means that, but there's also the other scripture that says, when you put your hand to the plow, don't turn back. Build your faith and live in your power. Powers, concentration, mastery, authority over yourself, over the situations of your life. So how do I do that? Well, I'm going to try to make it as simple as possible. It's a phrase that's maybe overused sometimes, but it's simple and it's truth. Trust the universe. All that is, the oneness that we are, there's nothing wrong with it. It's perfect in all its seeming imperfection. Trust the universe. You start to worry, you say, I trust the universe. I trust the universe. And then live purposefully. Don't just get lazy like I sometimes do and say, oh, something will happen. But begin each day or end each day with a sense of purpose. Here is my purpose. I am going to live purposefully. And you affirm that, you contemplate that again and again, and you'll find out that you're doing it. It may take some practice. So remember Sir Elton John, who persisted, fought a good fight, finished the course, kept the faith. And it became clear to the world that he was who he was, contributing what he would, despite everything that happened in his life. Whatever's in the past, keep track with who you are and take the next step. You are destined to be Sir Earl, or Dame Betty, or Charlotte, or Lynn, or Crystal, Terry. That's key spiritual counsel one more time. Fight the good fight. Finish the course. Keep the faith. And so it is.
Yeah, it reminds me of, I'm sitting there, you know me, with Einstein. He always said that it was 10% inspiration and 90% perspiration. And you definitely have to put in the work and stay the course. And now it's the time for our gifts and offerings. We appreciate all of the support as it goes out to other communities. There you go. And for those of you online, the slides will be coming up. You can always go anytime during the week to unityofpayson.org and hit the little donate button. And also you can text your offering. Here in person, we have the basket in the back that you can visit at any time. And we appreciate it all. Most of the activities that we have, when I get down to announcements here, just a little reminder, most of those are on Zoom, and they are by love offering. And so take that into consideration if you're maybe setting up a monthly donation. Also consider how many of the events that you attend on Zoom, and maybe include that in your offering also. And so, together, let's all say our affirmation. Freely we give, and freely we receive. Yes, we do. And our special music today is Brave. Love this song.
You can be amazing, you can turn a phrase into a weapon or a drug. You can be the outcast, to be the backlash of somebody's lack of love. Or you can start speaking up. Nothing's gonna hurt you the way the words do when they settle neath your skin. Kept on the inside and no sunlight, sometimes a shadow wins. But I wonder what would happen if you say what you want to say and let the words fall out. Honestly, I want to see you be brave. What you want to say and let
Well, that was a different Brave song, but I'll just make a comment that especially for women, I think is a more powerful song than perhaps even for men. I think most of our lives we got the message of be quiet, don't rock the boat, don't speak up too much, don't be a problem, and that does not work. So yes, be brave, speak it. Alrighty, on to announcements. And so we continue on one more week with our theme, our courageous theme. And we have our guest speaker, Reverend Julianne Lewis, will be back with us. And her talk title is Courage to Step Forward. And I would like to invite everybody, some of you know that some of our members really love it when Julianne comes up. And so speak to them and let them know that she's going to be here so we can pack the room for her. Okay. Announcements. And do check Terry's Monday e-newsletter, which has all the announcements on it. And so first we have, of course, our Qigong. Teresa, if you're online here today, oh, that's right, she's in Tucson. She did a really wonderful job of the Tai Chi down at Rom's yesterday. When she first started the little class, as people were arriving, there were only like 5 or 6 of us. And then all of a sudden, by the time we got done, there must have been 30 people there, easily 30 people. So, and she did such a lovely job. Anyway, Tuesdays and Thursdays, 9:30 to 10:10. Lovely class. And again, that's on Zoom, online. And you just go to unityofpayson.org and hit the Zoom button. And next we have the Renewed Pen. This is the writers group. And that's on Tuesdays from 4 to 5. The next one is June 24th. And that's the second and fourth Tuesdays, again on Zoom. And if you're interested in that, either send a message to Donna or to Neal, and they will give you the prompt. The prompt is America. So if you want to write something about America. And the next one we have, of course, our morning cafe every Saturday morning at 9:30, also on Zoom. And Saturday Soul Boost, Saturdays at 4 o'clock in the evening on Zoom. And that's a discussion and where you can express thoughts about Neal's upcoming talk. It helps him refine it, but it's also just a really great time to kind of explore a little more in depth. And let's see, I think that's it. Reverend Neal, P.S.
I just want to say we're looking forward to Reverend Julianne being here. This is a 5 Sunday month. And so the 5th Sunday this time will be Reverend Julianne. Interfaith community, the church that has been meeting for a long time, longer I think than we have, is having their last service today. They will no longer continue. Reverend Julianne is retiring, sort of. I don't think she'll ever get entirely. She still loves teaching A Course in Miracles and some other things that are there. But their community will be joining us next week because of their connection with Reverend Julianne. And we're going to be inviting them, if they don't have a service to go to, they've been meeting virtually, to join with us on Sunday mornings. And if they're so led to become part of this community, you know, you can do that, even when you're not here geographically, as we are. Many of you are not, that are with us this morning virtually. So one more thing. Next Sunday is another reason to be here, is we're going to have cake. Because it's the day after Donna's and my 5th wedding anniversary. So we're going to celebrate that a little bit too. So come and have cake, and we will appreciate you celebrating with us. So we'll move on to the close of our service now. So if we can have the prayer for protection if you're here in person. Stand with me, and then we'll have the closing song afterwards. And socializing and blessings on all of you who have joined us virtually. We will see you again soon. Here we go with a prayer for protection together. The light of God surrounds us. I am light. The love of God enfolds us. I am love. The power of God protects us. I am power. And the presence of God watches over us. I am presence. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Thank you. And so we now have our closing song. We can sort of gravitate towards socializing as we listen to it. I don't think it's familiar for us, but kind of keep your ears open. And again, thank you all for being here. We're blessed to be one expression of the oneness that is all.
Consciousness, a little more righteousness, yeah. Well, come on, do your best. I need a little consciousness, a little more righteousness. Oh, people, do your best. 'Cause we're too blessed to be stressed. We're too blessed to be stressed. We're too blessed to be stressed. Oh, I'm too blessed to be stressed. We're too blessed to be stressed. Listen to me, people, blessed to be stressed. We're too blessed to be stressed. Oh, I'm too blessed to be stressed. Can't you see we're all connected, and this light shall be reflected? So let me shine it back to you. There's no time to hesitate. There's a life to celebrate. Slow down your pace. Meditate on what is true. 'Cause I know you gotta lose your mind to find your soul. Well, I hope that you can feel this vibe and let yourself go. 'Cause I see what everything in life is how it's meant to be. And if you really feel my song, sing it proud and pass it along. 'Cause we're too blessed to be stressed. We're too blessed to be stressed. We're too blessed to be stressed. Oh, I'm too blessed to be stressed. We're too blessed to be stressed. Listen to me, people, blessed to be stressed. Yeah, on my way too blessed. So keep on gravitating to this love we are vibrating, contemplating all the greatness that I see. Yeah, this life, it is a blessing. There are no wrongs, there's only lessons. You gotta learn to manifest the life you dream in. 'Cause all I am saying is life is amazing, constantly changing, but I'm appreciating all the moments of my time. Everything is for a reason, circulating season after season. Well, all you got to do is to feel this connection and help me sing my song. How you feeling? We're too blessed to be stressed. We're too blessed to be stressed. We're too blessed to be stressed. Yeah, I'm too blessed to be stressed. We're too blessed to be stressed. Listen to me, people, blessed to be stressed. We're too blessed to be stressed. Yeah, I'm too blessed to be stressed. Yeah. Rastafari, we are blessed when we
jamming and we're chilling in the sun. And me say bless the same way when rain a come, cause every little thing I play about in this creation. Listen to some Karachi, Ras and Roman. Me and my brother bring the music come to my son Babylon. The people suffer every day, we need a new vibration. My Baba told me not to worry, it's a celebration. Me not gonna bow down to the devil with his temptation. Yeah, I'm away. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm away, mama. I'm away to blessed. Yeah, mama, don't you know? I say, yeah, papa. Oh, oh. Yeah, yeah. Cause we're too blessed to be stressed. We're too blessed to be stressed. We're too blessed to be stressed. Way too blessed to be stressed. Love that, nice.